Peace and love, fam. Welcome to the channel. It's your boy Monte. You know what it is. You know what I do. You know how I gets down. For those of you who are new, that's one of my intros. One of my other intros is that two-step. I ain't going to break it down today. I'm going to go ahead and get to the point that we want to get to and get you on up out of here. Also, guys, the tip of the day is this, guys. If you're dealing with a lot of nervousness, anxiety, just emotional reactions to certain things all the time, a few tips, a few herbs that may help to calm the body down, calm the system down. I'll be doing a whole video on that in the near future, but here's a couple of herbs that you can engage in, or natural teas. All right, you can utilize that chamomile tea. I'll be sure to leave that in the description below. Also, you can utilize ginger and you can utilize lemon balm. There are several more. There are plenty more herbs that have a beneficial effect on the nervous system to help you deal with that anxiety, to help you deal with that anxiousness and all those emotional responses that may be just driven by the system being out of whack. Remember, guys, if you're in constant fight or flight mode, which is you either in the parasympathetic nervous system, which is that which is calm, it relaxes, it helps, it renews, it restores, or you're in that fight, which is the sympathetic nervous system realm, then you're always in constant agitation, etc. We want to get you out of that sympathetic into the parasympathetic, and I'm going to show you a few things right here dealing with some escapisms that we need to master in order to, again, get our life back and move in a higher direction. So we're dealing with escapism, guys. So I've got 3 rows of things that we're going to shoot through real quick. So this is, on this side right here, we're dealing with what we are running from. Why are we running? Most of us are running from reality, running from some realities that we can't deal with, self-deficiencies of self, that what we perceive that we're not good at, fear. Again, running from that which we fear, that which we don't want to happen, inadequacies. Again, that's another one. I probably spelled that all wrong. I'm not going to correct it. I'll allow you to spell it right. All right, I ain't got time. All right. And hurt, so we're running from hurt. Pain, again, that's synonymous with hurt, but pain can be emotional. Hurt can be emotional as well, so it can be physical and emotional. Loneliness, now this is a big one. A lot of you ladies, again, men too, but a lot of you ladies are definitely running from this right here. You're going to have to learn how to deal with that. Self-doubt. Many of us have self-doubt, so we're running from that as well. Now, what we run to when we're trying to escape this right here, this is what we're running from. This is what we're running to. We're running to, some of us run into self-centeredness, meaning that we block all things out that are rational and we center on ourselves at the detriment of others. There's nothing wrong with putting self first if it's from a good place, not when you're running from something. Traditions, many of us are stuck in traditions, so we go and engage ourselves in those things to not deal with what it is that we're running from. Fantasies, many of us escape into the fantasy world, fantasy beliefs. Many of us escape into religion. We become dogmatic. We can't hear anything but what it is that we've been taught, and that is detrimental. Beliefs, again, that's almost synonymous with religion, but it doesn't have to be religion. You can be stuck in your belief even when evidence is to the contrary. Sex, many of us run into sex because that is a gratifying act for most of us, and we can escape for the things that we are dealing with for that brief time. Immediate gratification. Sex is one of those things. There are many other. Some engage in criminality, jealousy, envy, and greed. Some of us run to drugs to try to escape, alcohol. Some of us run to the TV and allow the TV to be that life that we want for ourselves. Sports, some of us run to sports. Some of us get engaged in politics to the point where we are so tied to a certain political stance, even if that political stance has been proven to have its detrimental effects on you and whatever it is that you're trying to do and the people as a whole. All right. Now, this is what we can do in order to raise our consciousness and to deal with these realities. We need to identify what our purpose is, guys. And that doesn't mean that the purpose has already been set out there for you, but the purpose is something that you are inclined to do, that you love to do, that you would do for free. But if that's your purpose, you should be getting paid off your purpose as well. Finding a way to get paid off your purpose allows you to do your purpose at a higher level. Now, master your emotions. We have to master the emotion. We need to accept realities. Some of us are not willing to accept reality. That doesn't mean that you have to stay in that reality, but accept it for what it is at that time and work to move beyond it if it's not beneficial for you. Master nutrition. Now, many of you will look at that and be like, master nutrition. Nutrition plays the most important role in the overall being of your body. Make no mistake about it. Poor nutrition, poor health, poor overall life. It affects you physically and mentally, and it takes you to a lower level. Master stillness, meaning being quiet, being able to be by yourself and not engage in some woe me, but master the stillness and elevate your level of thinking. Engage in your passion, those things that you love, those things that you like to do. Engage those things if they're beneficial. Engage in exercise. Exercise has been proven to be beneficial on many levels, and aerobic exercise is beneficial at its highest level for the cardiovascular and the respiratory system, also for the regeneration of brain cells, called neurogenesis. So that's aerobic exercise. Now, you're looking to lose weight, aerobic exercise is not the key to losing weight. I know you think that is. I know you think running all day and doing all that type of stuff is what it is that's going to make you skinny or lose that weight. That's not the case. It can help, but that's not the case. We'll get into that video on down the line, and I'll explain to you what it is that we can do in order to get our sexy back. That's what I'm trying to do, guys, because I've been out of shape for a minute now, even though I've been getting people in shape for a long time. Developing authentic friendships. You want to develop authentic friendships, not friendships based off a need or lack, but friendships based off a genuine love for that individuals and whatever need and whatever lack that we in ourselves have, it will automatically grow together and we can do some things that are big. So you want to develop authentic friendships. Accept the past. That doesn't mean that the good and the bad. That doesn't mean that you saying that, all right, that's something that I'm just gonna have to deal with. It's something that you accept that this is what it was and what it is, but you don't have to live with it. And you don't have to not try to make things that are better in the future, but you can't change the past. You got to remember that. And don't live in regret. There's nothing wrong with regretting things. I regret a lot of things that I've done, but I don't live in regret. Meditation or pray. That's what you want to do. You want to either meditate or pray as often as you can. And you want to recognize that we live in a society that is built on producing dysfunctional individuals. All of us have our unique dysfunction, but as long as we recognize that this is a dysfunction and that it's natural to have a dysfunction in this type of society, we can identify that dysfunction and we can move beyond it. All right, guys, I ain't gonna keep you much longer. Thank you for joining me. Sending you peace, and love. And again, I'll be bringing that monogamy video. Is monogamy natural? Very soon. So I gotta make sure that I dot my I's, cross my T's on this one, because I know you're gonna be coming at me real hard. So I have to do it from the point of nature. I'm not trying to justify any type of cheating or any type of behavior that is not becoming of a established monogamous relationship. But I'm trying to show you, or I will show you by nature, what I'm talking about as far as it concerns the male and female. All right. So with that being the case, thank you for joining me. It's peace, love, peace and love. Peace.